Horseback riding, swimming, bonfires, and s'mores, these are a few of many activities to enjoy at summer camp. This one, however, is a bit more special. Hey there, I'm Jazari Kual of the Flatwater Free Press. Operation Shine Camp, presented by the Kids and Dreams Foundation, is tailored specifically to children between the ages of 7 and 12 years old who are on the autism spectrum. The camp itself is held in Clarks, Nebraska, and we had the opportunity to hang out with them for a couple of days to report on the story. We spoke to Aaron Bly, a founder and the executive director of the Kids and Dreams Foundation. He gave us a tour of the campgrounds and more insight on the program.
You know, we really just wanted to do things that were not being done yet. We didn't want to just start creating things that were already in place, like, 5K walks and other fundraisers. So we really had connections here at Covenant Cedars Bible Camp, and we considered doing a camp. I called the executive director at the time, and he's like, we can get you in 6 months. And this was in December. So we discussed it as a board, decided, you know what, we're going to do Operation Shine Camp. And so in 6 months, we put a camp together. It's the first year we did not open up the zip line or the crate stacking. We actually opened up crate stacking the second day after we realized that we had several campers that would be able to do that. But then after that first year, we've opened up all the activities: swimming, fishing, zip line, crate stacking, rock climbing, archery, horseback. Again, all the activities you would see at a camp that their peers would get to attend. So this is my favorite part of camp. It's called Critter Cove. It's got 6 or 7 individual cabins. When we first started, this is where the majority of our campers stayed. The boys, the first year we had 24, I think 18 or 19 were boys. So we stayed all down here. We have the campfire going all night as we watch the cabins. So it's just a fun place. It's just an awesome setting. We also have our quiet sensory room over here in the storm shelter under the picnic area. So this is where our activity stuff will take place tonight during our theme night as well.
Yeah, let it go.
Also with kids with autism, they're always told, they always have to have structure. So no, you can't do this. At school, well, we got to go to this class and then this class. At camp, we're not making them do anything. If they don't want to do it, we're going to encourage them to try it. And if they want to do it, that's awesome. But we're not going to make them go down the zip line or make them, go fishing. If they don't want to do it, we're going to allow them to just have fun. If they want to walk around camp for 3 hours with their big campers and just take in the nature, that's all good. So we see very few meltdowns at camp just because of that, because it's laid back. They can kind of feel that, and they just have a great time. Some of the challenges that we see with the kids with autism that come to camp, they vary. Most of them have never been away from mom and dad, let alone for 2 nights with strangers. So that's really the first thing that we see is when they come to camp, they are with parents or family members pretty much their entire, other than being at school, they really don't have any other avenues to make a lot of friends or to go, do stayovers with friends at their houses. So 95% of these kids have never stayed somewhere without their parents. So that's one of the challenges we see. On Sunday, when they come back to get their child to take them home, we do a send-off, is what we call it. That's where we do a little graduation for any of the kids that are 12 years old. And thank them, give them a little certificate and recognize them. But we also show them a video of all of the activities that their kids got to do over the whole weekend. It's about 15 to 20 minutes long. We actually have a hashtag now that's called the hashtag Camp Gave Me Allergies because of the Sunday send-off. There's a lot of tears being shed, happy tears. One, to be able to come back and get their child and see them again, but also to be able to see all the awesome stuff they did at camp.
How many things are there to do here?
Hundreds. There's carpet ball, zip line, Angry Birds, stuff like that. And there's even a balloon hurricane, which is pretty cool.
A balloon hurricane?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what is that?
It's where they get a fan and they put balloons in front of it and it blows them all around.
To make sure that parents can see the activities their kids participated in, Operation Shine Camp has a photography team that builds photo albums for each kid.
We've decided this year to put about 10 pictures of each kid in their photo album, and then we have an online place where they can go after camp, and we have our photo leader. She'll get them all out there online, and then the families can go and just pick all of them they want, and it'll be from all the pictures at camp.
In the past, pre-COVID, we would print every single one. And I loved that job because I, as a mom, know what kind of photos I have of my son. A lot of blank faces, things like that, you know, just staring off in the distance. And so I would find the happiest, most smiling pictures so that way these parents could feel like this was the time that their child spent.
The camp has an age limit of 12 years old. However, Bly says the foundation has been looking into additional things it can do for older individuals on the autism spectrum.
As far as the age limit for camp, we've had a lot of requests to increase the age from 12 to 13, 14, all the way up to 18. It's just really difficult in a camp setting. In our situation where we need so many volunteers, as they get older and they hit those certain ages, more things come into play, and it's a little more serious. We need a lot more expertise and a lot more volunteers in those situations. I will tell you that the Kids and Dreams Foundation has started looking at trying to find a way to provide more jobs for individuals with autism and also independent living opportunities. We're hoping in the next 5 to 10 years that we can kind of do that. Again, that's kind of from our family's perspective a little selfish on our end because our son Trae is 17. Next 5 or 10 years, you know, what's gonna take place in that situation. But again, there's so many kids like Trae that are getting to that age of 18 and older. There's just not a lot of opportunities out there for them. So camp-wise, we're not probably gonna increase that ever, but we are looking at other ways to help those individuals in the real world and just to provide them opportunities to continue to be successful, get in and be more social, be independent, and just do great things.
Now, because of COVID, this was the first time in 2 years that the camp was able to be held overnight. However, they were still able to offer day camps in which kids would be able to enjoy full days of activities at the campsite. The first overnight camp was held at the beginning of June in Clarks, Nebraska, and the second one will be held toward the end of July in Maxwell, Nebraska. Once again, I'm Jazari Kual of the Flatwater Free Press. See you in the next one.